What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here from Christian Allaire Yoga. Welcome to my living room and welcome to my YouTube channel. Just a quick introduction for today's video. On Thursdays, I do a Zoom class for Red Dragon Yoga based out of San Rafael, California. I do it right here from my living room. And so the past couple weeks, I've been rolling the camera and shooting it while I'm doing the Zoom class. So the introduction is usually a little clunky, so I just thought I would introduce the practice right here while I'm sitting here with Peanut. And so with that, we're going to be on our mat here in 3, in 2, and I'll meet you on the mat, child's pose. Thank you so much. Now gently walk the hands to the right side. You can take your hands maybe off the mat onto the floor. You just want to find a gentle side stretch here. Walk the hands out in front of you, out into the front of the mat, and then walk them to the left side of the mat. Maybe off the floor, off the mat onto the floor. Just rinse and repeat on this side. Coming back to the center. Stretch the arms, re-stretch the arms out in front of you. And then moving to tabletop pose. Let's bring the hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees and hips. And then start to run through some cat-cow tilts, arching the spine up, looking up towards the ceiling, and then pull and round, cat pose. Round and hollow, chin to the chest. And then inhale, change. Breathe in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. Inhale, change, breathe in. And round and hollow, chin to the chest. Let's do one more set of cat-cow tilts. So run through your cat-cow tilts. And then at your next opportunity, curl the toes under, lift the hips to the sky. Your down face dog. Lift up into your downward facing dog. Begin to pedal the feet out as necessary. Move it around. Move it around. In the down face dog. Breathing, feeling, opening. Just getting into the physical sensations that you might be experiencing right now. In the here and the now. Feel free to bend your knees and straighten the legs. Also feel free to take a foot off the mat. Okay, let's come back to a stiller downward facing dog. And walk your hands to the back of the mat for ragdoll pose. Hands to the feet, ragdoll pose. Grab the elbows with the hands, drop the head low. Sway side to side. Coming back to the center in your ragdoll pose, reach the hands behind you, palm to palm grip at the low back, then straighten the arms, come up to a half lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Rinsing out the shoulders by pressing the hands together, the forearms towards one another, and the hands away from the low back, and then tuck the chin towards the chest. Release the hands to the floor. Walk the hands back to downward facing dog, top of the mat. Spread the fingers nice and wide, even so much to where the thumbs are facing one another, and root down through the triads of the fingers. Once again, this downward facing dog, find some free movement, whatever move you need to do. Stillness is an option as always. Step to the top of the mat for ragdoll pose at the top of your mat. Feet should be hip width, hands to elbows, drop the head low. Interlace the hands behind your skull, this time behind your skull, and then wrap the arms towards the ears and tuck your chin in. So you're applying a little bit of muscle strength to stretch your neck and spine, but not much. Okay, release the hands to the floor and let's slowly roll up to mountain pose. I'm going to stretch the arms above the head. Extend up. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands through the center of the chest, drop the hands to the floor, find a halfway lift, inhale, step back, high plank, really nice, lower down to the floor. When your chest touches the mat, cobra pose, untuck the toes, arch the spine, hug the elbows in towards center line. Chin to the floor, tuck your toes, top of a plank, push up, down dog, exhale. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Empty out. Step forward, top of the mat. Toes to touch. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Belly to spine. Exhale, fold, mountain pose, take it up, breathe in, exhale, fold forward, empty out, halfway lift, step back, high plank, low plank, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog, send the left leg up, open your left hip up, stack the left hip over and make circles with the knee and ankle joint. Okay, downward facing dog. Please set the left foot down. Take the right leg off the floor. Open up your right hip. Downward facing dog. Bring your right foot to the floor. Step to the top of the mat. Feet to touch. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, rise. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to pick up the pace here a little bit. We need to hit the floor with the hands. Take the half lift. Step back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, open the hip. Back to downward facing dog, take the left foot off the floor, reach it up, open the hip. Now this time, swing your right foot forward, runner's lunge. Frame the foot, take the pause here, look forward, shift forward, and then shift your hips back, fold over your right leg. Bending back into the right knee, move to easy twist. Left hand stays down, right arm to the sky. Turn your chest to the right side, belly to spine. Right hand to the floor. Step to the top of your mat. Left foot meets the right. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose, rise. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Come into low plank. Inhale to upward. Exhale, downward. Send the right leg up. Open the hip. Back to downward facing dog. Right foot sets. Left leg sweeps. Open the hip. Step it forward with the left foot. Runner's lunge. Easy twist. Left arm to the sky. Left hand sets down to the floor. Let's shift forward slightly. And then on the exhale, shift your hips back. Fold. Dip back into the left leg. Let's step forward. Right foot meets the left. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Mountain pose. Sweeps. Breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, breath out. Deep inhale. Exhale. One more big round of breath. Empty out. Come to your toes, rise. Bend the knees, float it up. Softly land the feet, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Move to chair pose. Sit down, squeeze into center line, send the arms up. Belly to spine. Reach the hands up and back. Full breath in here. Fold in. Drop down. Halfway lift. Plant the palms. Chaturanga. Low. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, the flow will now change. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Bring your feet together at the back edge of your mat. And then come into chair pose. I'm going to sit down into the heels. Send the arms up. Now, something I call low chair. You're just going to squat down. Bring your butt right next to your heels. Right? It almost looks like you're going into boat pose, but you're not going there. Come back to chair pose. Low chair, squat down. Back to chair. That was your second round. We got one more round. Low chair. Back to chair pose, but this time we stand it up for stork pose. This is where you bring your right foot off the floor, flex the toes. You're just grooving here on a Thursday afternoon. Send your right foot forward. And in 3, we're going to take a big step into high lunge. So look where you're going to plant your foot. 3, 2, 1. Right foot steps, and you readjust your feet. So it's high lunge with the right foot forward. Square off. Big breath comes in. We take power lunge. You sweep the hands behind you. Extend the crown forward. Draw the hands towards one another. It's another big step. It's stork pose with your left leg lifting up. Now you're at the top of the mat. Left knee is bent. Arms are extended. Send your left foot forward. Really contract your hamstring here. Very slowly, left foot comes to the back of the mat. You're back into high lunge. Big breath comes in. On the exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Runner's lunge. Send your right leg to 3-legged dog. Right leg to the sky. Open the hip, fan the toes. Warrior 2, right foot comes forward. You spin your left heel flat. And we're up and around for the second warrior. See if you can keep your legs in the Warrior 2 style. Send the arms up. Left hand to the right wrist, reverse the warrior. Side angle lunge, forearm to thigh, left arm sky. Take your left arm over your ear, keep turning the chest up to the left. Turn your chest to the sky. Runner's lunge, set the hands down. Step forward, left foot to the right. Halfway lift, grow it up. Bow in, fold. Rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Chaturanga, float it back. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, exhale. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, feet to touch. Chair pose, sit down, squeeze in. Take a full breath in, and on the exhale, low chair. Tailbone to the heels, back to chair, pose proper. 1, come down, butt to heels, chair pose proper. 2, low chair. Back to chair pose, we take the pause, We stand it up, stork pose. This time the left leg is lifted. Kick your left foot forward. Flex the toes, contract the quad, contract your hamstring. In 3, it's a big step. 3, 2, 1. Left foot comes forward, land the left toes, adjust the feet. If you didn't land in the premium spot, no problem. Big breath in, power lunge, sweeps the hands behind you, crown forward. Big step, stork pose, right foot comes forward, your right knee is lifting, and send the right foot forward. Slow bell, right foot comes back, high lunge, right foot is coming back, fill the lungs, and then set the hands down, runner's lunge, and take your left leg to three-legged dog. Open the hip, fan the toes. Warrior 2, left foot to the top of the mat, right heel flat, heel to arch, and we take it up. Warrior 2. Keep your Warrior 2 style legs, take the arms up to the sky. Lengthen the tailbone down, reach the arms up. Right hand to left wrist, reverse your warrior. Side angle lunge, forearm to thigh. If you have the range, take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Send the arm up and over. Turn the chest to the right. Don't you worry about a thing. Hands to the floor, you're now back in runners. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift and lengthen the spine, belly to spine, breathe in. Fold in. Rise up, mountain pose, send it up. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, float it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, booyah, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Third round, in. Empty. Hands to feet. Feet together. Chair pose. Low chair. Chair pose. Low chair. Chair pose. Third one, low chair. Chair pose, pause. Stork pose, right leg is lifting. Right leg, send it forward. Big step, right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Center it up, square it up. Breath in. Power lunge, takes the hands behind you, crown forward. Big step, stork pose, left foot comes up and forward, send the left leg up and forward. High lunge, left foot comes back. Take the breath in. Hands to the floor, runner's lunge. Right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Stay here or flip the dog. Take the right foot over and flip in the dog. Three-legged dog, take the right hand to the mat. Right leg extends up and back. High lunge, right foot steps. Arms come to the sky. Warrior 2, glide you open. Inhale, right palm flips, reverse the warrior. Side angle lunge. Send the arm over your ear. Runner's lunge, hands down, kick the left heel up. Step forward, left foot to the right, halfway up. Yogi back. Mountain pose. Yogi back. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. We are flowing now, people. Hands to feet. Feet to touch. Chair pose, sit down. Breathe in. low chair, chair pose, low chair, chair pose, low chair, come back to chair, pause, stork pose, stand it up, left knee is lifted, send the left foot forward. Big step, high lunge, left foot plant. Big breath in, power lunge takes the hands behind you. Big step, stork pose, right foot lifts, kick your right foot forward. High lunge, right foot steps back. Take a breath in, hands to the floor for runner's lunge, left leg to the sky, and then flip the dog, or stay in your three-legged split. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky, send it back. High lunge, left foot. Take the arms up into high lunge. Open up to 2. Reverse the warrior, back, dance it back. Extended side angle. Send the arm over your ear. Runner's lunge. Right foot to left, chair pose. Hands to the heart, prayer twist towards the left side. Yes, we're going left first. Plug the weight into the heels, turn the chest open. Chair pose center, in breath. Hands to heart, turn to the right, chair twist, right side. Look at your toes, fold forward, set the hands down, split your feet apart, peace sign fingers to the toes, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Elbows to each side, shoulders away from the ears, belly to spine. Release. Crow pose, fingers nice and wide, knees into the backs of the thighs, lift it up, heels to the tail. Work on straightening the arms, pulling into center line. Keep hugging the knees in. Hold 4, 3, 2. Float it back for chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Pull the chest through the arms. Downward dog. Exhale. Walk the hands to the feet. And now step on the palms of the hands for gorilla asana. Head nice and low. Release the palms from underneath the feet. Toe heel your feet together. Chair pose. Sit down, squeeze in center line. Low chair, squat. Chair pose, lift. Low chair, squat, chair pose. One more set, low squat, back to chair, stand it up, stork pose, right leg lifts, right heel goes forward. Step it forward, high lunge, land the toes, take the breath in, power lunge, send the hands behind you. Big step, stork pose, left leg is lifting. Now pay close attention, we're going to do 2 Shiva squats, but we're going to do them without our hands. So bring your hands to prayer, take your left leg, try to tap it to the floor, and then we'll stand it back up, stork pose. Modified Shiva squat, try not to land the hands. Left knee comes to the outside. Stand it back up, stork pose. Your left leg is forward, your arms are up. Step back, high lunge. Left foot lands. Breathe in. Hands to the floor. Three-legged dog to flip dog. Feel free to skip if you need to. High lunge, three-legged dog. Right foot is up. High lunge, right foot is now forward. Arms extend. Breathe in. Hands to the heart. Revolving crescent lunge to the right side. Want to bring your left elbow to the outside of the knee. Palms touch. Rotate. Big breath into warrior two. Arms come up and around. Arms extend. Arms above the head. Reverse the warrior. Left hand comes down. Side angle lunge into balancing half moon. Walk the weight into the left or into the right, lifting the left leg. Feel free to go into chop asana. Take the top of your left foot. Forward fold, top of the mat. Bring the left foot down. Rise up to mountain pose. Arms extend above your head. Forward fold, breath out. When the hands touch the floor, take the half lift. Chaturanga, floating. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have one more side to do here, folks. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Chair pose. Sit down, squeeze in. Low chair. Chair pose. Low chair. Chair pose. Low chair. Chair pose, find the pause. Stand it up, stork pose, left leg is up. Send the left leg forward. Big step, high lunge, left foot is the top of the mat. Power lunge, takes the hands behind you. Big step, stork pose, right leg is lifting. Now once again, we move into two modified Shiva squats. Bring the hands to the heart center. We're going to try not to use our hands. Bring the right knee towards the outside of the left. Tap the mat. We stand it back up. One more time, modified Shiva squat. Try not to land the hands. Right knee to the outside of the left. Come down. Stand it back up. Stork pose. Right foot is forward. High lunge. Right foot steps back. Land the right toes. Arrange the feet. Breathe in. Hands to the floor. Take your left leg up and over, three-legged dog, to wild thing or your wheel pose. Three-legged dog. Left hand down, left leg sky, high lunge, left foot to the top of the mat. Arrange the feet. Bring the arms up. Hands to prayer. Revolving crescent lunge. Now you're turning left. Next big breath in, warrior two, up and around. Rise. Spin the right heel flat, arms out over the floor. Keep your legs, raise the arms. Reverse the warrior, right hand drops down. Extended side angle. Into half moon balancing pose. Bear waving to the left leg, right leg to the sky. Option to stay or move into chop asana. Fold forward, top of the mat. Bring the right hand down. Right foot meets the left. Yogi squat. Splay the toes out, palms to touch. Press the elbows into the insides of the knees. Introducing a twist. Left hand to the floor. Turn the right arm up to the sky. Try to keep your hips anchored into place. Using the left tricep, keeping the right knee locked into place. Back to the center, touch the palms. Re-neutralize the spine by taking an axial inhale. Exhale, we twist to the other side. Right hand out to the side, send the left arm up. Okay, from here we're gonna go right back into crow pose. So you set the hands down, no messing with your hair, none of that. Just bring the knees into the tries, heels to the tail. 5-second hold. Get ready. Chaturanga, float it. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, exhale. Twisted dog, right hand to the outside of the left foot. Twist over. Change, right hand down. Left hand reaches across the floor to the outer side of the right foot. Down dog, 3 breaths. Deep inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, exhale. One more round, in, empty out. Hands to the feet, toe heel the feet together. And as you roll up to mountain pose, bring the right knee into the rib cage. So I call this a standing wind removing pose, interlacing 2 inches below the knee. Okay, stork pose. Let's take the hands up above the head into a steeple grip. And in 3, we're gonna go into Tula Dandasana. 3, 2, 1. Right foot lands about halfway up the floor, halfway up the mat. And then you take your left foot off the floor. Tula Dandasana. From Tula Dandasana, we come into a dancer's pose where your left foot comes to the mat, drop your right hand down, capture the big toe side of your right foot. First position dancers, stay here or take your body forward. Release your right foot to the left. Send the arms above the head. Bring the hands to the heart center. Lift the left knee up. Wind removing pose, standing on your right leg. Left knee should be hugging in. Okay, let's take a stork pose. So send your arms above the head in the steeple grip style. Left foot is forward. And we take our Tula Dandasana. Left foot steps. Pour the weight into the left leg, right leg off the floor. Right foot to the floor. Dancer's pose, left hand drops. Take the inside of the left foot. First position, or kick it out. And release. Left foot to the mat. Send the arms above the head, reach up. Hands to the heart center, breathe out. Super work here. Haven't given you much of a breather, have I? This is just how we're working into our physical body today. Let's take a tree pose by taking the left foot. It's like a curl. You want to bring your right hand underneath the left foot. This is the Bikram style tree pose. So the left heel on top of the right hip point. Use your left hand to press the left knee down. And then you bring your left hand to the center of your chest. Okay, we're going to release out very gracefully. Left foot comes to the floor. Now it's a curl, an underarm curl. The right foot comes up, left hand captures the underside or the outside of the foot. Bring the heel right into the upper part of your left hip point. Then with your right hand, press the knee downward. Once you find stability and balance, right hand to the center line of the chest. Everything organizes to center. When you're coming into center, you're integrating. When you're coming apart, you're disintegrating. So we're always looking to integrate first before we express outward. Okay, let's release. Coming out, set the right foot down to the floor. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Let's step back to a high plank pose, high push-up, and set your forearms down onto the floor for forearm plank. Your forearms should be in a railroad track fashion, meaning your hands are apart and your forearms are the shape of a number 11. Please keep your right hand on the mat, and we're going to take a wild thing with your left foot coming across. So the right hand is on the floor still, the right forearm is on the floor, and you're in a wild thing. I know if you're in the wild thing, you're just listening to my voice, so listen very carefully. All we're going to do is a regular side plank with the right arm lifted. So let's execute. Left hand comes down, left arm is straight, your heels are to the left, and your right arm is to the sky. How fun is that? From here, take your right foot up, set it behind you. You're now back into a wild thing, a standard wild thing. Open up the heart. We do this right now when the old Clint Eastwood music comes on. Forearm plank. We come back over. You just gently set down back onto your forearms. Remember that railroad track style arms are crucial. Keep your left hand on the mat. Wild thing on the left forearm. So the right foot comes across, you roll to the outer edge of the left foot, and then you open up. Side plank proper, plant the right hand, straighten the right arm, swing the heels, and the left arm lifts. From this position, take the left foot up, set the foot behind you, wild thing. High plank. You're going to take your left hand to the floor, you're back at a high plank position. Now very slowly come into low plank. And now bring your right knee into your nose, and as you do, straighten your arms. You're in a round and dome spine, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky, warrior two, right foot to the top of the mat, and let's come up into your second warrior. Drishti, breath. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Triangle pose, right hand to the shin or to the floor, left arm to the sky. Option to corkscrew the hand into the inner thigh for your bind. Okay, if you have your left hand in the bind, free your hand like you're freeing Willie. Push your right toes into the floor, and we rise and shine. Right toes pivot so the feet are now parallel. Hands behind the back, interlace, back bend. Fold in. Take the hands away from the low back. We did this same shoulder integration at the beginning of our class. Hands to the floor underneath your shoulders. Runner's lunge, pivot. So now you're in runner's lunge. You're going to take a breath in, shift forward, and on the exhale, you're going to shift your hips back, fold. So it's a long stance type fold. Long stance type fold. And then we're going to shorten the stance. So what we do is we bend into the right leg and take a half a step with your left foot. Pyramid pose. Folding over your right leg. From pyramid pose, revolved half moon. It's not a bridge too far. Pour the weight into the right leg, take your left foot up, and then lift your right arm, turn your chest to the right side. Fold forward at the top of your mat, left foot to the right, and we're going to slowly round up to mountain pose. Bring the arms above the head, big ol' reach. Exhale, fold. Now when the hands touch the floor, step it back, high plank. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders here. Pitch forward for chaturanga, so we come forward, bend the elbows, hover, and now it's left knee to the nose, and as you do, you straighten the arms out, round and dome the spine. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky, send it. Left foot to warrior two. Heel flat, rise and shine. Straighten your left leg, triangle pose. Option to corkscrew the right hand into the inner left thigh. Free the right hand, send it up if you have the bind. Now everybody stand it up, and as you do, pivot the left toes, hands to the hip points, integrate elbows behind you, balloon the chest up to the sky, keep the legs nice and firm, and fold in. Hands to the floor. What we call crouching monkey. Bring your right butt cheek over your right heel. It's also called skandasana. You can bring your hands to prayer. You could even go into a bind if you have that kind of range of motion. You could interlace your fingers, press it forward and arms up. Totally up to you. Your left toes should be facing up. Now whether your right heel hits the floor or not, doesn't really matter. You're searching for balance, strength, stabilizing by merging the two. We're going to go to the other side. Walk your left hip on top of your left heel. Your two heels or feet are generally on one plane, right? That's going to give you that linear line of energy. Remember, hands can be in the prayer. You can take the bind. You can even do the bow and arrow thing where you point your right fingertips towards your right toes and send the left arm back. It's about shoulder integration. It's all the same thing, marrying your strength and your stability, integrating all of these things for balance, precision, for calm, strength and calm. It's all right there for you. Okay, we're going to walk it back to the center, so place your hands onto the floor. So here we are, we're going to take runner's lunge. You're facing forward with your left foot. Runner's lunge, you're going to shift forward, you're going to look up, breathe in. On the exhale, it's the long stance fold, so you're shifting back. Fold. Okay, I'm going to transition us into the pyramid. So you bend into your left foot, left leg. It's a half a step with the right foot, and then boom, you're magically right in pyramid pose. Bring your chest slightly to the left, so you're folding your torso, your spinal column over the left leg. In revolved half moon. Bear the weight into the left leg. Right hand stays underneath your right shoulder. Left arm turns to the sky. Forward fold, top of the mat. Great work, yogis. Sit your butt down onto the mat and let's roll onto our back. Knees to the chest, squeeze it in. Circles with your knees. Let's make sure the Spine feels really neutralized here. Feet to the sky, hands behind the skull, interlace. Charlie Chaplin the feet, so keep your heels together, your toes slightly apart. And let's pulse the chest up towards the toes 10 times. Core work, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Soles of the feet to the floor. Make sure they're hip width apart. Move into bridge pose. Fingers to heels, hips to the sky. Interlace the hands underneath your tailbone. Really try to walk the shoulder blades in and together. And release. Coming out, let your knees draw together, your feet be nice and wide, and then let the knees go side to side. A little side to side action here. Okay, coming back to the center, let's grab the backs of your knees. Backs of the knees. I'm gonna rock and roll back and forth on the spine. Let's do this several times to get the spine neutralized and make your way through a vinyasa and meeting in downward facing dog. Here we go. Hands to the floor, it's a forward fold. Float it back. Upward dog stretches the chest through and up. Downward dog, replug and plant the heels down. Stretch it out, neutralize. Okay, let's bring the right foot to the outside of the right wrist for lizard lunge. Set the left knee down. Just take the right hand behind you, and as you do, bring the left heel in towards your tailbone, capture the top of the foot. Work into that quad. You're only here for about 5 seconds. And we release, toe heel the right foot across for half pigeon. Let's square up to the front of the mat the best you can. Take an arching of the spine, and then maybe come forward, hands or forearms down, and sleepy pigeon. Okay, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the left toes underneath. See if you can get the left knee off the floor. Feel that stretch here. Right leg to the sky. Shake out the right leg. Okay, you jitterbugs, bring it back to downward facing dog. Here we are. Plug the heels towards the mat. Send the left foot to the outside of the left wrist. And we're into our lizard lunge. Right knee sets down. One action, left arm comes up and behind you. Capture the top of the right foot. Open it up. Pigeon. Release out of your lizard. Walk your left foot across the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Take a moment to arch the spine up. And then walk the hands onto the forearms. Okay, let's make our way up onto the hands. Swing your feet out in front of you. Swing your feet out in front of you. Flex the toes towards your face. Bring the arms above the head, reach up. And fold in, drop in, drop in. So you're in a double-legged seated forward fold. Relaxing your chest towards the upper thighs. Feel free to keep the knees bent. And release, coming back up. Janu Shirshasana, we're going to bring the left foot into the inner right thigh. Right leg is forward. Send the arms up to stretch up. Stay rooted through the hips, and then twist to the right and fold over your right leg. Peace sign, fingers to your right big toe. Drop your right elbow to the inside of your right shin. Left arm to the sky. Lift up, and now you're twisting to the left a little bit here, and reach the left arm over your ear. Maybe left hand to the right toes, turn open. Okay, let's release, coming back up. Other side, left foot comes forward, right foot comes in. Settle your sits bones as evenly onto the mat as possible. Bring the arms above the head, reach, and take it left and fold over your left leg. Left peace sign, fingers to your left toes. Set the left elbow towards the inside of the left shin. Right arm twists you open to the right side. Lift, turn open. And then if you can, take the right arm over your ear. Right hand to the left toes. Turn your chest open to the right side. Release, coming back up. You're going to bring both feet back out in front of you. Bend your knees, reverse tabletop. Hips are pressing up, hands underneath the shoulders, reverse tabletop. Drop your head back. Let your tailbone come back down to the floor. Roll onto your back, and let's move into shoulder stand. Feet come to the sky. Cross your ankles, maybe for leverage. Just bring your feet above your head. Remember, you're standing on the shoulders versus on the neck. Very important distinction. Plow pose, bring the feet towards the back of the mat. And if you have the range of motion, please feel free to move into Deaf Man's pose. Ease your way into fish pose. Rolling out slow. Butt cheeks onto the backs of the hands, root down through the elbows, balloon the chest up. Ooh, beautiful. Release. Draw the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in. Let your knees fall to the right side of the mat. Twist. to the center, knees to the chest. Let your knees fall to the opposite side, the left side, supine twist. Back to the center, both knees to the chest. Hug it in. And release into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the soles of the feet touch, hand to the belly, and hand to the heart. Feel free to either stay here in your Supta Baddha Konasana or stretch your feet forward into your final rest of Shavasana. Palms to face up, heels come close, toes drift apart. Deep and rhythmic with your breathing. Just let your chin go from side to side and shoulder to shoulder. Wiggle the toes, followed by the fingers. And stretch the arms above the head. Long spine, long spine, long spine. Knees to the chest. Hug it in. Roll to the side body and pause. And making your way up to a comfortable seat. Whatever campfire style is suitable for you, just find a moment where we come together at the end of the practice to share in a breath or two together. Close the eyes, palms to touch, thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Deep inhale. Empty out. Deep inhale. Empty out. So much gratitude for you out there checking in on the video and on this channel. I send you much love, much peace. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. The higher self in me honors the higher self in you. Please open up your eyes and say Namaste. Thank you again. If you are enjoying this YouTube channel, please give it a subscribe, right? It really is helpful to me. And give me a like, smash down that like button if you're into that. And then give me some comments, give me some feedback, let me know how things are going. And thank you so much for the people that keep sending me donations on Venmo to help this channel survive and even thrive. I've been buying some new equipment to try to bring you higher quality, keeps me motivated, hopefully keeps you motivated too. Thank you so much, I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.